Yo, what's going on? Straight out of 7 Studios, we out here. Today, who am I talking to? The same people I'm always talking to. The filmmakers, the vloggers, the YouTubers, and so forth, so on, etc. Alright, now, for you filmmakers, the question is, how do you get started, right? Like, how do you make a good movie? How do you make a good film? And obviously, because you always gotta hit the same points over and over, because it's just true. You need a camera, you need your audio, you're gonna have to get the cast and crew. Like, you know all the traditional steps, but it's certain steps you gotta take before you get to those steps. And those are the steps that I usually wanna reflect on. So, you YouTubers, my vloggers, my filmmakers, what is it we wanna do? What we wanna do is we wanna start filming. That's it. That's it. You start filming, you done hit one of your first marks, alright? I know when they give you that whole ladder, like the ladder to success, it seems like, you know, you get a camera, you get your actors, you make a movie, and just in those 3 steps, you done skipped a million other steps. What we want to do is we want to take baby steps, because in real life, in reality, that's usually the way it works. And the first step after you get this equipment, right? And when I say you get equipment, I don't mean a bunch of equipment. What I mean is you get a camera. Once you got a camera, you should get started right away. As soon as you start doing that, you should feel accomplished, all right? Get your camera, buy your camera, use your camera for a week, and then celebrate, all right? One night, go out, buy you a cupcake, put a candle in it, and celebrate, alright? Because you done accomplished something. Which brings us to the next question. How do you get started? Like, what do you start filming? Well, obviously, you know, if you have a friend who's an artist, you want to start with music videos, or if you're a script writer, you want to start with a silent film. Nothing serious, about like 1 minute long. But really, and I think this is really the best way to really start using the camera is to actually vlog. I think you should vlog something, alright? Whatever it is. And you can think of vlogs in many ways. Vlogging ain't just sitting in front of the camera speaking. You can vlog something and do like a mini documentary on something, alright? Like if it's a fidget spinner, you can make a 1 minute or like a 5 minute, 10 minute vlog about fidget spinners, where they come from and all that. Because what you're going to do is, it's going to force you to step up on everything. It's going to force you to work through the entire process, and that's what you want to do, alright? You want to do everything from pre-production to post-production. And what's pre-production? Pre-production is prep before the shoot, production is the actual shoot, and post-production is when you're editing and finishing up the product that you done planned and shot for. You done planned and shot already. And vlogging is the best way to do this, because it's the most affordable way to do this, because the only thing you really need is yourself, your mind, and your ability. And of course, your time, which is probably the most valuable thing, or one of the most valuable things out there. What the vlog? Well, what is it you care about? And it's not even about what you care about, but what's something you're interested in? That's what you should vlog about. You should vlog about something you're interested in, something you have knowledge in, and something you have access to, alright? Like I said, a fidget spinner. You play with fidget spinners all the time. Pre-production is really just investing in a fidget spinner. It's $5, $10, whatever. You get your fidget spinner, now you can focus on your shots. Now, when you're focusing on your shots, what you gotta worry about is lighting and positioning and location. And that's nothing major, right? Just move to another place in your home. It's really that simple. Now, another thing you get to worry about is audio. How are you going to sound as you're speaking about this fidget spinner? Are you going to have any people in this vlog, or whatever the case may be? Now you're starting to really plan things out. And then after you get all this footage, now you want to edit it up. And editing it up, there's a lot of things to figure out. I know a lot of people starting out probably don't have a laptop, you probably don't have a computer, or you probably do, and you feel like you need something stronger or faster. You're not really sure what editing system to use, so now you got to figure that out. And once you get your editing system, now you gotta figure out how to edit, and that's really where you want to be. That's where you're gonna learn a lot of things, and I would say you learn perhaps the most in post. And the reason I'm saying that is because after you go through pre-production and production, you're left with post-production, which is taking all the footage you took and putting them into your editing system and trying to bake something good out of it. Once you have all this footage, I would say it's the most important time at this point in state in your career, which is your first project. This is the most important because now what you're doing is you're reviewing everything you planned and shot for. And now you're actually seeing your flaws. You want to get to a place where you acknowledge your flaws, you see your flaws, and you know your flaws, and now you know how to work upon them. Now that you're in your editing system, you're like, oh man, I got bad audio. Now you're starting to value the importance of audio. And now you're looking at it and you're saying, wow, this footage is really dark. And now you're beginning to appreciate lighting. You probably have decent audio and decent lighting and then have a bad angle. Now you're starting to appreciate just videography and cinematography. It might be something as simple as, oh man, my camera settings weren't right. And now as you're editing things up, you're figuring things out. And that's all filmmaking is. Now you get into the heart and spirit of filmmaking, which is figuring things out. Learning how to get over one obstacle over the next, and then the next, and then the next, and so forth, so on. So yeah, man, that's what you want to do, man. So like I said, taking us back to the beginning, as somebody starting out, what is the key? To just start, man. Start vlogging because vlogging is easy. If you don't want to vlog, don't vlog. Do a music video. If you got a friend who's an artist, use them. Say, look, man, I got a video for you. Now, also acknowledge that your first project isn't going to be good, all right? That's why you want to go through the pre-production, production, and get to post-production. Once you get to post-production, you're going to start seeing that, oh man, I'm not nearly as good as I thought I was. Because you always think you're the greatest before you do anything. You're like, yeah, man, I could do that, you know? You look at Star Wars, you see Luke, and you're like, yeah, man, I could build the lightsaber and walk on water. Like, yeah, I could do that. And then when you try, you end up finding out that you can't build a lightsaber, and when you try to walk on water, you actually fall into the water. That's just what it is. That's the name of the game. You gotta learn how to do these things, you get me? And see if it's possible for you. So, yeah. Get started, find out just how bad you are, because you're gonna be somewhat bad, but you're not really bad. You're just inexperienced. That's it. You're not bad because you got the vision in your head. All you're trying to do is figure out how to get this vision into reality. Because if you can see it and it's dope in your head, then 9 times out of 10 it's dope. You're just trying to figure out how to translate that. That's all it is. It's learning a new language, all right? You got a language up here, now you're trying to learn how to interpret it to the world. And the only way you're gonna learn how to interpret it to the world is by starting. And yeah, that's all I got for today, man. We out here, live from 7 Studios. And until next time.